Hello, 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 crafty friends. It's Curiously Michelle, and I'm doing a project share slash flip through. So, February 1st through 14th, I did a 14 Days of Hearts in a little crafty group I'm a part of. And so, I've been creating hearts, and I want to share what I made. I just have them in this little basket for the second. I did end up making more than 14. I only did like 14 different kind of styles-ish though. And some I have already mailed out to crafty friends. So the theme in my crafty group for February was kind of marinating the Chinese New Year, Year of the Snake, and Valentine's Day, so we named it Hearts and Hisses. My daughter drew this cute little snake for me, and then this is torn strips of jelly plate prints, and I made that one, so I don't know where to set them here. This I tore, which you can't see anymore. I made several of these, but the base is a masterboard. I tore up a lot of pink-ish, pink and white and cream scrapbook papers, and there probably was some jelly plates there. And then I did texture paste through a stencil on top, and then I did inky sprays to come up with these textured hearts. The next day I took them a little further and I collaged on them with, this is crocheted yarn, some fancy paper, and I've mailed most of these out except for this one. They each had a black and white fussy cut on them. This one, going back to the Hearts and Hisses theme, the base is a jelly plate print, and I ran it through an embossing folder and then rubbed a white ink pad over it. I cut this snake out of a jelly, well actually it was like a brayer off. Fussy cut him out. I added gel pen details to him so he's sparkly, and I printed off this "Come on, give me a His" sentiment. These are lace scraps and a little bit of crocheted scraps. So I'm not super skilled with my sewing machine. And then on these little curves I had to like just turn it by hand, stitch by stitch by stitch. That was a lot of fun. Okay, these ones are napkin. These flowers are a napkin decoupaged on there. So at first I put down crinkled up tissue paper, like gift bag tissue paper. That's actually the bottom layer. Then on top of that is the napkin. And it's like, this is two different pieces of the napkin, kind of pieced together. Both of them are two different pieces. And then I stamped with like some script stamp, and I put gold paint pen around the edges. I have some neon paint marker pens, so I made some painty neon hearts. Breaking out my sewing machine again. These are like sari snippets, boho trim snippets. This is 3 different pieces. Really, that's just a piece of fabric, and then these came off the sari. And this is 3 different pieces. So those are pretty. These are like a brown paper bag that I wrinkled up and squished up and wrinkled up and squished up. And this is 4 layers actually, it's still pretty thin. This one has collage medium on it, it's a little shiny, and this one does not have the collage medium on it, but it is ran through an embossing folder for that texture. I thought that was really pretty, and they feel really neat too. So faux leather. I did a laminating experiment. I saw somebody, it was a while ago, I will never find the video again, probably who I saw. They made bookmarks, by laminating pressed flowers. So I was like, well, I can make hearts laminating pressed flowers. So I like how these turned out. And I just put like a little paint pen around the edge to kind of define it. And while I had the laminator out, I did some crown shavings. I don't know if you can see that. This was a mess. This was absolutely a mess. And if I had thought it through, I would have known better. But I was like spur of the moment, like, ooh, I still have the laminator out and I have some space on my laminating sheet. So I just put a few little crown shavings and ran it through. And of course, it like, the rollers pressed it all down and seeped it through the sides and it got everywhere. Don't laminate crown shavings, folks. Don't do it. This was inspired by an elementary school project. We had made, like one Thanksgiving or something, we made little corn by taking tissue paper squares and crinkle them up on the end of our pencil, and we dipped in the glue and then glued down. So I made hearts that way. These are the like aluminum foil kind of. It's not aluminum foil, tape. It's like construction people tape. And then I put it on a heart and I ran it through the embossing machine, through a folder, an embossing folder. I think that's a Sizzix one, I think. And then I took those a little bit further and collaged them up with some steampunk birdies and some lace. And then I started, so I had worked ahead and I got like day 9, like way ahead. And then I started working on other projects, and then like day 10 and 11 were barely ahead. And then I got to day 12 and I had nothing done. And I didn't have any big inspiration and I really needed to post it that day. So these were super quick, super easy, super simple washi tape hearts. Because I was down to the very last minute and unmotivated. And then it took me a few days to work on heart number 14. And these are Mosaic tiles, but it's paper and glossy accents. I saw this on Tim Holtz's Valentine's Day live. So I got a chocolate box. And I took the candy and stuff out. And there's the texture paste. No, grit paste. It's grit paste. And cut up paper and then glossy accent on the top to make the tiles. And then I'm going to keep my hearts in my little hearts. So I'm very proud of this project. It turned out great, I think. It's super cute. And I just wanted to share. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.